Hi everyone, my name is Rupa Gupta and I'm co-founder and CEO of Sown To Grow. Sown To Grow is a student goal setting and reflection platform that builds better learners. Let's start with growth mindset, a concept many of us know and love. In my experience though, it's just not working in schools. Not yet. I most recently worked at an urban middle school and we talked a lot about growth mindset. But talk isn't enough. Truly shifting mindset requires students to build new skills. And this is what Sown To Grow is all about. In our software, students set learning goals for themselves, enter in their own scores to track progress, and write reflections on their learning strategies to continuously improve. When they build and practice these skills, incredible things happen to shift mindset. A fifth grader that I worked with is a great example of how it works. When I first met Jonathan, he was struggling with his weekly vocabulary quiz, despite persistently studying the definitions like his teacher suggested. He was working really hard and still not getting it. He told me, I really must not be smart enough for this. Researchers call this a fixed mindset, and it can be debilitating for students. Learners with a growth mindset, however, understand that people aren't born smart, they become smart with hard work, the right effort, and feedback. Learners with a growth mindset are also far more successful in academics, career, and life. Jonathan isn't alone though. Only 20% of students today embody growth mindset. And in low-income student populations, that number is closer to 10%. These ideas are pervasive in education today. 97% of teachers believe in the concept of growth mindset, but only 5% strongly agree that they have strategies and tools to shift mindset. I felt this gap firsthand at my school and started prototyping to solve it. And with the help of Imagine K-12, we launched a public beta this past August. So here's how it works. For Jonathan, he starts by setting a goal for himself. And when he gets his quiz back, he puts in his own score. Student entry is actually very intentional. We find that when students put in themselves, there's a fundamental shift in ownership and control. Instead of something that the teacher gave me, it becomes much more something that I earned, and I have the control to change it. With the score, we prompt a reflection, and this is where the magic happens. Jonathan was an English learner, and he realized he didn't always understand the words and those definitions he was studying. So instead of doing the same thing over and over again, he's prompted to try something new. He sees that the problem wasn't with him, it was with his approach, and now he has a way to find the right one. Teachers provide guidance and feedback, and we're building the technology to be able to help students find the right strategies even faster. Over time, his performance, reflections, and feedback build an incredible learning toolbox tailored just for him. And as he builds it, he's practicing critical mindset skills, goal setting, self-tracking, and how to come up with new strategies when he struggles. When teachers see this view, their eyes light up. They can see how all the different students in their classroom, what learning strategies are working best for them, and help them find the right ones, often exploring different ways of learning than maybe the way they originally taught. They can connect with struggling students in a new and deeper way, and they can see all their student data in one place without having to log into multiple softwares or print endless reports. We're working hard to make it easy to use and integrate, and our Google Classroom integration makes setting up a breeze for teachers and a single point of entry, acts as a single point of entry for students. The teacher feedback has been inspiring. It makes me a better teacher. It allows me to lead with purpose, and it is more actionable than anything else I've used. Early results show we're making a difference. Far more students scored high on growth mindset, student empowerment, and academic behaviors versus a control after using Sown To Grow. We're excited to have over 14,000 students and teachers on our platform so far, and we're shooting to reach 100,000 next school year. In our first revenue pilot, 75% of teachers converted to paid accounts after their free trial expired at a rate of $150 per teacher per year. So it's a teacher software licensing. And we're excited to be launching some revenue generating partnerships with professional development providers this fall. We're different than the others who play in this space. Typical mindset resources offer one-time lessons on what growth mindset is, but it doesn't allow students to practice those critical skills embedded with the content, like that vocab quiz example I was giving. Personalized learning platforms have high potential for impact, but they are a heavy lift for schools, often requiring weeks of training, changes to the master schedule, even a new grading system. Sown to Grow builds learning skills, shifts mindset, and is simple enough that a single teacher can pick it up and see results in a school. We often get asked, is this a need to have or a nice to have for teachers? Teachers love the concept, but not all believe this is mission critical today. But the tide is shifting. Research in non-cognitive skills is becoming stronger and more widespread, that 97% versus 5% example from earlier. Personalized learning environments require personalized learning strategies, which is what we do at scale. And accountability requirements are no longer exclusively academic measures. The sector is moving towards student-led learning skills, and Sown to Grow meets that need in an impactful and scalable way. But the biggest need to haves are from the demands of the future. Learning skills are an economic imperative. And research shows that we all actually do a little bit better in our jobs with reflection. Sown to Grow is the path to an empowered learning revolution. We see K-12 as an exciting entry point to adult learning and workforce as well, approaching $4 billion in addressable market in total. Our team is uniquely positioned to make this vision a reality, with private sector, teaching, and district experience. We hope you join us for the journey. We're raising a seed round today, and I'd love to talk if you're interested in learning more. Thank you.